Hello, it is time for a planner flip through. This will be April through to May because I forgot to do one last month, and it will be just these three planners. I think I might not have done my business planner last month, but I'm just not going to show it anymore because I can't really show much from it, so it just seems silly to include it. So from now on, you get my three planners. So first up, let's get straight into it and do my Hobonichi Weeks. So if this is your first time seeing one of my planner flip throughs, this is my fitness and health planner. So first up we have the steps page. I actually did end up increasing my steps quite a lot in April, and then I ended up hurting my foot because I increased my steps too fast. So May I did not do as many steps, but it's still kind of fun having it all written out. Then we have the monthly views. This was April. This was May. Wow, so cute. Then we have the weekly. I started doing like lines when I don't do anything, but I kind of fell off on my workouts. Hurting my foot really dragged me down, and then I had like a full-on mental breakdown in May, so that was really fun. But all of the spreads turned out really, really cute at least. So even though I didn't do that much in my fitness and health planner, it still turned out really cute. I really like this spread. I like the little clouds that I did. And I really like this spread as well. This is a simply gilded washi tape. And I just drew some little clouds around, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I regret the green that I used. It turned out more yellow than green, but you know, it still turned out cute. Okay, so sorry if this just like jumps in the editing. I just spaced out and forgot what I was saying. I am loving using stickers in this still. I'm finding it very useful. I mostly use my squish stickers. I also love a good Coffee Monsters Co. sticker, and just like our little icons and stuff. I've really been liking these like little meds and vitamin stickers that we made the other week. And obviously my cramp sticker gets a lot of use because I get very bad cramps. And this is what happens when you have a full-on mental breakdown and you just don't do anything for a week. So these stickers are really useful for that. Anyway, that is my Hobonichi Weeks. Very quick. It's doing its thing. Then we have my weekly planner, my first Leuchtturm. This one is set up just to have my goals, just things that I want to visit and do in the year. It has my 1000 films and TV show list, which I'm already up to 61 now. I tried to slow down a little bit, and I'm watching a lot of TV shows, so they take a lot longer, but it's definitely going to be full by the end of the year. So at the end of March, I changed to this layout where I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where I used to have like a column where I just did it daily. I ended up realizing that I needed it daily so that I could add in, what am I trying to say? I needed a daily spot so I could plan in advance. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I did that in the end of March and it worked really well, so I have continued that and it has been going through April and May. So we have our little March recap. I have my April goals, which didn't go super well. I didn't do a lot of things. My doodles page was blank, but I refused to stop doing it because one day I will actually remember and do doodles. So these are my spreads for the month. I used our Dinosaur Nuggets washi tape and it turned out really cute. I like doing like the little doodles with the pen. Very cute week. Then I used our Butt Bat washi tape, which again turned out really cute. I just kind of stuck to like a one color theme, but I ended up changing from that. So this week I used this washi tape from Simply Gilded, and I tried to match the colors with my Tombos, and I think I did pretty well. I think it's a pretty cute theme. Then I went for our washi tape with bunnies and watermelon, and this is where I think things started falling apart mental health wise from this spread onwards. But anyway, April recap, we have the cute little recap page. This is really fun when I've actually done some fun things, but May's was kind of terrible because you'll see, but I just didn't do anything in May. So here's May's goals. I didn't do like any of my May goals. I mean, I used the doodles page. But yeah, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown in May. Tom had surgery for his sinuses and it was very last minute. So I was just very unprepared and it didn't work for me. May was just crap. but my spreads are really cute. So this month turned out okay. I mean, this week turned out okay. It was first week of mermaid, so I did some little mermaid sharks and then a scales washi. Very cute. I've been using so many of these. The little TV, currently watching Squish but without the text, and I can't stop using them. I think I've gone through like 3 sheets of them, so I need to stock up on those. I might also need to do like full sheets of colors. But anyway, this is how this week turned out. Very cute. Then this was one of the cutest weeks I've ever done in this planner. I matched it to my Hobonichi Weeks and I used this Simply Gilded washi tape, and then I just did these little clouds around the top. And then I did them in the blank spaces here too. But this was where I started to have a little bit of decline in my mental health. Tom had his surgery on the Wednesday, and then I just was not dealing well. I was not using my planner very well, but it looks really cute. So then I went for a very pink and purple spread. It is very cute, but I really fell off this week. So I started just writing. If I ignored my planner and I didn't like actually use it efficiently, and I forgot to come back, I just put a sticker and then wrote same down here, same here. Again, another little mental breakdown sticker, very useful for me. I just like to be able to look back and know what I did if I didn't do a good spread, if that makes sense. I have a terrible memory, so if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember it. Then we have another week where it turned out pretty bad in my planner, but it was still cute. We have our little fairy bread washi tape, which I am restocking very soon. I just got more of it in. And I have some planner band-aids because I spilled ink. I spilled ink here, so planner band-aid, and then I wrote the wrong thing here, so another planner band-aid. And they're really, really cute. They like work really well, and they just make it a little bit funny when you make a mistake. But yeah, very stressed, very anxious. I couldn't remember what I wrote, so I just wrote can't remember what else, and then put a face plant. Yep, more TV stickers, which as I said were really, really useful, but yeah. And then we go into the end of May, and I finally started to get my life back together. I love this spread. I went with mixed colors. I went with purple and blue, and I tried to like color code the stickers as well, and it actually turned out really cute. I really love how this one turned out. I still have some blank spots where I didn't do that much during the day, and usually I fill them in with stuff, but I just kept them blank this week because I just couldn't be bothered. Turned out really cute. I love using the little well done stamp in my planner. I used it again the next week as well. And then we have the May recap, which, as I mentioned, it doesn't look that impressive when I did nothing in the month. So I just filled it up mostly with washi, and then just did like a few things here. But yeah, we're on to June now. So there is my little June setup, very rainbow for pride. There is my little doodles page that I probably won't draw anything on. And then this is this week so far. So yes, that is how my weekly planner is going. I'm loving it. It's going really well. Then we have my second Leuchtturm, which is my, what would you call this? I guess my art and creative day. It was meant to be a daily journal, but I don't daily journal in it. It is pretty much just when I remember or when I do something interesting. I would like to write in it more than I do, but that is easier said than done. So if you're new here, this is the first fruit page that I finished. I am now on to my second one, which is getting pretty full, and I am loving it. I had another type of these grapes. So these are sweet nectar grapes, and I absolutely love them, but they released one that was like a bubblegum flavor, and it didn't taste anything like bubblegum, but it was so tasty, and I tried to get the sticker off, but it was made of like paper, and it didn't peel. So this is this side. We have been having a lot of avocados and a lot of apples this month. When I say we, I mean me. I'm not sure why I said we. So many avocados that I have actually had to put like multiples on one drawing in some cases. So yeah, lots of very cute stickers. I am loving that these are making me try more fruit. Then we have the April monthly page with the April sampler. I love showing off the April sampler every month in this planner. It makes me happy because I get to see my art and see how it goes every month. Then we have some reviews. So I watched The Monkey, we watched Love on the Spectrum Season 3, Dogman, White Lotus, I got some happy mail from Helen at the Coffee Monsters Co. I have also been getting worse at journaling every single day despite me wanting to. So I have been doing something like this where I'll do like 11th through to the 16th and I'll just write a little blurb on a notepad. I went to Bakehouse Gozen and got some hot cross buns back in April. A little Easter egg spread with some wrappers. The greens followed me, which I thought was kind of cool, so I printed that out and put it on some washi tape background. I also emailed Cadbury about furry friends and they replied, and that was a whole thing that was over on Threads. Then we have May. Again, the May sampler, very cute, loved showing it. I tried to do like a little gradient thing with the May text. I got this matcha little postcard. I kind of regret sticking it in here because it is really thick cardstock. So the page like does not bend at all, but it was too cute to not. So then we have a little May recap. I completely fell off and I did not journal at all. So I just did a really big recap towards the end of the month. I did all the shows that I watched. I drew Joe from You. It turned out a little bit scuffed and so I had to keep like, I tried to put white paint marker over it to fix it, but it just blended with the black. So it kind of looks like him in the end. I also watched all of Righteous Gemstones and I absolutely loved it. So I drew Jessie. Then we had Mother's Day. I printed some pictures. My favorite supplier wrote me a little note with my order of stamps. So I stuck that in here because it was too cute. And then I stamped all of the stamps when I was testing them and stuck it in here, which I did with the last stamp as well. Oh wait, I missed one. I missed a page. We have this page as well. I forgot. I also watched Andor, did another doodle for that. And then I also saw Final Destination Bloodlines and I kept my little ticket stub and I took a photo of it and then I printed it on our laser printer just so that it would not fade over time. And I got these cute little stickers from Grilled. My friend kept one as well and so I stuck them both in here. Very, very cute. So yeah, that is the final page now. But that is all that I did for May. I did not journal a lot in May at all, and I actually have not done my June page yet because I am a little bit behind in this. But honestly, I'm just trying to be a little bit more chill with this planner and not let it stress me out too much because it is just like my extra kind of planner. Okay, so that is all 3 of my planners. That is the flip through for April and May. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Next time, I think I'm going to make sure that I do it monthly. So I'm going to do it for June and it will be a little bit longer and actually talk through each of the spreads and stuff because I do actually like doing that, but I feel like when I'm doing it for more than 1 month, it gets unmanageable. It's too long. No one wants to sit through that long of a video. So hopefully this is okay. This is interesting enough and I will see you next time for the June flip through. Goodbye.